Once upon a time, in a small and charming village, there lived a sweet boy named Jack. Jack's favorite thing was to play in the forest. Every morning, as soon as he woke up, he would grab his red ball and run joyfully into the depths of the forest. One day, while wandering among the trees, he suddenly heard a strange sound. A chirpy voice said, "Hey, little boy, I'm over here." Jack looked around in surprise. What did he see? A tiny fairy with wings was flying in front of him, sparkling as she smiled sweetly at Jack. "Hello, Jack," said the fairy. "I am the Wish Fairy. Today I have come to grant your wishes. I will give you 3 wishes. Whatever you wish for will come true." Jack's eyes widened in excitement. "Really?" he asked eagerly. 3 wishes? Can I wish for anything I want?" The fairy nodded and smiled. "Yes, anything you want, but think carefully and choose your wishes wisely." Jack immediately began to think. 3 wishes? What could his first wish be? After a moment of thought, a big smile spread across his face. "My first wish," Jack said, "is to find a treasure, gold, jewels. I want a huge treasure." The fairy waved her wand, and lights began to swirl around them. In an instant, Jack found himself standing in front of a cave. The cave's entrance was enormous, and the path inside was dark, but a bright light was shining from within. Jack eagerly went inside, and what did he see? A huge treasure chest filled with gold and diamonds, gleaming brightly. Jack clapped his hands in delight. Wow, a real treasure! But as he stepped toward the treasure, he realized something. What was he going to do with so much treasure? The gold and jewels were nice, but playing with his friends and spending time with his family was far better. He understood that his wish wasn't quite what he had hoped for. The fairy came to Jack and asked, "Did this treasure truly make you happy?" Jack thought for a moment and shook his head. "No, not really. It's not as important as I thought. Now I want to make a more fun wish." The fairy smiled. "Then make your second wish." Jack squinted as he thought. Then his eyes sparkled. "My second wish is to fly. I want to soar through the sky like a bird." The fairy waved her wand again, and Jack slowly began to rise into the air. As he flew higher, his feet touched the clouds. The wind blew against his face, and he glided through the sky like a bird. Below him, the village and the forest looked tiny. "Wow," Jack said. "Flying is amazing. It feels like the whole world is beneath my feet." But after a while, Jack started to feel tired. Flying was fun, but he missed the feeling of his feet on the ground. He wanted to come back down. The fairy noticed this and gently brought Jack back to the ground. "Flying was nice," Jack said, "but now I miss feeling the earth beneath my feet." The fairy smiled. "Sometimes the simplest things are the ones that make us happiest," she said. "You have 1 wish left. What will you wish for?" Jack thought for a while, wanting to make sure he decided on the right wish this time. He closed his eyes and tried to listen to what his heart truly wanted. Finally, his eyes lit up, and he made his wish. "My final wish is for everyone to be happy. I want my friends, my family, and even people I don't know to be happy." The fairy bowed slightly at Jack's wish. "That's a beautiful wish, Jack," she said. "Your wish is granted." The fairy waved her wand, and colorful lights appeared all around them. Jack found himself back in his village, but something was different. Everyone was smiling. Children were laughing and playing. Families were helping one another, and everyone was living in happiness. Jack felt a warmth in his heart. The fairy came to him and said, "Remember, Jack, true happiness grows even bigger when you help others to be happy too." Jack said goodbye to the Wish Fairy. From that day forward, he always cared about the happiness of his friends and family, because Jack had learned that happiness wasn't just within himself. It was also found in those around him, And so the story of the Wish Fairy and Jack came to an end. But Jack went on to have many adventures and never forgot the secret of happiness. The end.